See the deer? Sunday morning and coffee deliveries. It's been relatively busy. I mean, I think the farmers market this week was slower than last week. I don't, you know, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Why? There was tons of people, but just not that much in the way of sales. So, I don't know what that's all about. But the gardens are doing well. I'll show you that later. Did you see that deer from the earlier one? I don't know if it was looking for a place to just find some yummy treats or whether it was looking for a place, you know, to have a baby or whatever. So I ended up not chasing, but just all you have to do to a deer is basically make a little bit of noise, and it ran away in the woods because I didn't want the deer, if it was thinking of, you know, having a baby there, having it there, because it should be any time now the hay will get cut, and that's not my control. So what happens, or what can happen with fawns, is that, you know, their instinct when mom's not around is, or they're very little and not very mobile, is to just lay there without moving, period. So the hay cutting machine will come along, and you can sort of picture the rest if they don't get up and run away. So anyway, hopefully that won't happen, but it does. Just hopefully not on our hay. I don't know if you remember, but or if you've seen, or that kind of thing, but I made a bourbon whiskey barrel infused coffee, and that's been doing like really well. I had to buy the barrel, which, you know, it's no big deal, but it does cost. And I've let it sit for, well, it's been a good month or so now. What's going to happen with the rest, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that sales will continue as well as they have been. But, you know, because it's a limited edition, you know, I put 60 pounds of green beans in this barrel. I got to roll them every day. And they've been selling as roasted beans, you know, really well. They're more expensive because of everything, but they've been selling. And I just don't know if this is one of those things that's going to be a one-time buy, or if people would want it more. So I'm going to wait and see how if the sales continue to go the way they've been going. You know, like I'm delivering 3 bags this morning. So it's been a popular seller, and even a woman I know who used to own a coffee shop, she was like, "Oh yeah, I could have this for breakfast all the time," which I would use it more as a, you know, afternoon, late afternoon, after dinner kind of drink, but that's okay. Coffee's all delivered, at least for now. I'm expecting potentially in the next day or so a few more that should have popped up, but I can't tell exactly. Sometimes things happen. It's like the last people I just delivered their coffee to, they were gone for a little bit, you know, out of my picture, And come to find out, yes, they actually were gone. They were in Florida on vacation. So they probably didn't bring out their same coffee and everything else. So, but that's how it goes. So what else is going to happen today? I'm not sure exactly, but there's some things I do know. I've got a bunch of tomato plants that I'm going to put in, and I'm going to roll out some let's try that again. Roll out some, it's sort of a fabric. You see it in greenhouses. What it does is it lets the weeds not come up, but it lets water come through. Which, you know, if you put down like black plastic, the water's only going to go through where the hole is for the plant. With this, at least, the water goes through everywhere. But it's not porous enough that the weeds will grow in a season. I mean, if you left it there for ages, it would. But in one season, it won't. So I've got to do that this morning, and then probably do some fertilizing, because tomorrow's supposed to rain. And I think I've told you before, when you do any fertilizing, and this isn't, you know, super extreme fertilizing, it's just enough to get them boosted along. You need to do it within 24 hours of rain, where you got to water it, because if you don't, the nitrogen part of the component, because, you know, nitrogen in the air, the nitrogen just dissipates, and you don't get the benefit of the nitrogen. So it's a gamble, because you don't know if it's going to actually rain. There's no guarantee. So it's one of those deals, fingers crossed. But that's on the list for today. Some planting. I've got some lettuce to harvest again. First crop. I checked the first crop potatoes, and they're just starting. The plants are looking beautiful. And they're going to flower in the not too distant future, but they haven't done anything yet. There's little buds at the end of their stems underground, but no potatoes yet. So hopefully, if we get some rain this week, that'll advance them along. You know, because I'm trying not to water this year. I don't want to water. One, I don't know what the year's going to be like, and two, I'd like to get the plants used to getting their water from sending their roots down and getting their water that way. We'll see if it's a good plan or a bad plan. It is. Nice stuff. Things have been busy lately. We haven't gotten any rain for the garden, but, you know, magically the weeds still grow, so it's doing well. But temperatures are cool, so that's kind of helping it. Helping, not helping. It's not drying it out as much, even though it's windy. Coffee's been started a little increase, so I'm hoping that trend is going to continue. And that's what I'm doing now, is I'm out delivering coffee to a bunch of people and businesses. So I'll get that done. And then right now Sid's picking strawberries, which here we are the 16th of June, and picking strawberries here, that's kind of odd. It's like way too early for that. So I don't know what kind of a year. Probably snow by August. Well, you just saw those last pictures of that motorcycle. I haven't had one many years. The last one I had was a bike similar to that, except it was a 750. That bike's only a 400. And this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a topic of conversation. I'd like to get one. I'm not sure I should get one. I don't know. I'm not sure how Sid's going to feel about this. I'm not sure she's going to... I doubt she's going to want to go riding on it like we used to. If she did, then it probably wouldn't be an adequate enough bike, because it's only a 400. You'd need something a wee bit bigger if you're going to go any distance with two people. But I kind of doubt that. But I'm really not sure whether I should get it, what Sid's thoughts are, whether I'm going to or not. What's your thought? Okay, these are all pictures of my first early garden. So salad mix right there. These are the early beets, some early tomatoes, peppers. Down farther, cucumbers and some zucchini summer squash, peas, onions, peas, second crop beans. First crops are over there. First crop potatoes. It's doing well, really well, considering we haven't had a whole ton of rain.